Today I want to announce that video about God Woden or Wotan is coming tomorrow. And I also want to announce that video about Anubis is coming tomorrow. So you have two videos for tomorrow. Prepare guys and see you tomorrow. Also, I want to announce that I will explain this week in this video really important thing. And that really important thing is understanding of the pacts and understanding of the clear thing that you need to hold your word once you sign a demonic pact. Once you sign yourself to a piece of paper, or once you give a verbal oath to any spirit in the spiritual world and in the spiritual world and world, you become oath bound. You become bound by oath. And if you do your part of the oath and spirit doesn't, the simple thing you can do is you can call superior entity who presides over the spirit you summoned, and you can demand the compensation. And if you truly respected your oath, your request will always be either compensated or granted. I made mistake of not respecting my oaths, and it had severe consequences for me. My life went to shit for a time. I was plagued by illness. I was plagued by sickness. I was plagued by pain. I was plagued by nightmares and all other forms of mischief and misfortune. So in order for you, my viewers, to not repeat my mistake, here is my advice to you. Carefully consider with who you are making a pact with. Also, carefully consider what are your goals. Once you agree to the terms of the covenant, you need to understand what those terms are with extreme caution. In previous videos of mine, I explained that the concept of selling your soul is completely misunderstood, and it is completely unnecessary and misleading. So, technically speaking, if you really want to do such a thing as a pact with some entity, you need to understand the consequences and the repercussions of not holding your part of the bargain. Never sign or agree to something you cannot fulfill. If you do so, if you agree to the agreement you cannot respect, the consequences will follow, and they can be really severe. Now, in this video, we'll talk about what to do to back off the pact you signed. One way is to create an alternative deal for the spirits to let you go. Another way, however, is to call a superior spirit who commands over the spirit you made a deal with in order to renegotiate the deal. I will give an example here. Let's say you have a deal with Bjorn. and you simply cannot respect the deal with Beyond. What you can do in the case of not being able to respect the deal with Beyond is you can call two entities. You can call either Beelzebub, the Prince of Demons, or Lucifer Raphael, and then, in their presence, renegotiate the pact you made with Beyond. Technically speaking, both of those spirits are superior to Beyond. If you, however, do not want to involve the superiors, then simply summon Beyond again and renegotiate the pact with her only. However, in my experience, more effective renegotiation is in the presence of the superior spirit. What you can do in case you have multiple demonic pacts and pacts with different spirits who are not the demons is the first thing you need to evaluate is, are the spirits you have a pact with compatible with one another, and how will energies interact in case of spirits being present with you both at the same time. Is there conflict of interest? There is one little piece of advice I can give if spirits are not necessarily energetically compatible. And that piece of advice is following. Summon the first spirit. Then, after you finish the evocation of the first spirit and his energy dissipates, summon Hecate and tell her to separate the ways of the two incompatible spirits. What it means is you tell Hecate to separate the conflicting currents of energy so they don't have a negative reaction with each other. Once that ritual with Hecate is completed, then you call another spirit who is maybe not so much compatible with the first one. This way, you build relationship with Hecate, and you also make sure that incompatible spirits are not going to have a conflict with each other because their energy currents will be separated, and you will also summon them apart from one another. My advice is the following. If you work with energetically incompatible spirits, for example, fire spirits, extreme fire element, and then water spirits, extreme form of water element. For example, first call the one type of spirit, for example, the fire spirit. And then what you do is you finish the ritual. You wait for energy to partially dissipate. Then you summon Hecate. You part the ways, and then you call the water spirits. This is the example for summoning spirits which are not complementary so much with one another. I am talking about extreme cases here, like extreme fire element and extreme water element. In that case, they are not compatible. However, there are less intense fire elementals and less intense water elementals. That's completely different story, but I gave the example here which will be relatable to the most people. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Peace out.